So, next video, eh? And I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this face is, eh? Yeah, Brandon Herrera. The worst gun ever produced, the Zip.22 caliber. I don't watch gun tubers a lot, but I do watch Brandon Herrera a lot, and especially his gun memes and reviews and what else? Yeah, gun meme reviews and the Darwin Awards. I'm watching it from him a lot, and heck, why the fuck not watch it on stream? Therefore, I forgot all my thoughts. ADHD is a bitch. Anyway, he's a chat. Look at him. He looks like a dad that hit mid-30s. But in reality, he's what? 28? He's in his late 20s, I'm pretty sure of that. Anyway, let's watch the video. And by the way, almost forgot. Link in the chat. Here you go, and let's start.
So if you watched the channel before, you know that we're no stranger to cursed guns here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This is barely a functional firearm. I don't know what you expected out of this montage.
Shot a lot of guns over the years that you might call, well, But there is one gun in particular that stands high above the rest and earns the title of what I believe to be the worst production gun ever made. And that gun
is it?
Is the Zip 22.
What the hell? What the hell is that? What the hell is that magazine? What's wrong with... It's impossible to handle. You will have to handle this as if it was a carry case.
And if you've never heard of this before, buckle up.
This is so wrong. Too wrong to be true.
So obviously, it looks kind of fucked up.
This is way too soft to say. It looks like a handle of a door of a bus. Honestly, like when you look at the big bus that is between cities bus, cross city or whatever you call it. The handle on the main door of this bus looks exactly like this. What the hell?
Let's see how it does at the one thing it was designed to do.
Wait, what? What was
Right
that?
out the gate. First attempt at loading a round.
Seriously? You load the round this way?
This does not I was just going to say, this does not instill me with great confidence.
Oh,
Check this
already. What? What? How? How does that happen?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Zip 22. So how does the Zip 22 work? In short, it doesn't.
I just wanted to say that it doesn't work. Oh, by the way, what a nice bow in the back.
But hypothetically, it has a push-through safety, which currently is on fire, as you can see by the red stripe. There we are put to safe. The fabulous charging handle is basically in front of the barrel. It's this little lever right here on top. Prong, I don't know what the fuck you call that. Either way, you put your hand in front of the gun, essentially, and push down, which then racks the bolt.
Seriously?
Now, knowing this gun has horrible reliability issues, they actually added a secondary lever where you can push it back just far enough to re-engage the striker. Now, to anyone who's ever complained that the Glock has a fence post grip, go fuck yourself. This is like, there is nowhere to hold this in a way that makes sense. They give you this little middle finger loop down here, and if you're rocking the bigger magazines, that actually almost helps because you can kind of wrap your hand around the mag there at the bottom. but it's just so, I feel like I have to hold it sideways.
No, you will have to hold it like a goddamn case. From, not sideways, as in... you got me.
For this to even begin to make sense, which iron sights are present. Magazine release.
Yeah, they exist, but do not exist enough.
Here, drops the magazine, of course, and the entire thing just generally feels cheap and shitty. Even the barrel is plastic. If you look here, it's just a plastic barrel.
A plastic barrel? Now that's...
with like a rifled sleeve inserted on the inside, which I'm now realizing is not even concentric. Very nice. How much? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
What is it?
I hate the Zip 22. That round fed.
I get it. I understand you. I understand you so much.
Properly, it just straight up didn't fire. There you go, went that time. Really love how you can't get the magazine out if it starts to malfunction. Gun is clear. I tried to shoot this a little bit off camera to test some different ammo and then set it down to go load more because I was out of ammo and I didn't realize that the last round had smashed itself.
What? How a round can smash itself? This is some next level bullshit.
In the chamber. I love this thing.
Great, now you bricked the gun. No, the gun bricked itself. Wonderful.
All right, because I know there's going to be people saying, oh, the bigger mags, it doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. Just as a reminder, these are the magazines that the gun came with, that I bought him with. But just to be fair, we'll try the 10-rounder. Get in there. Just had a fucking karate chop the magazine.
Yeah.
Fuck am I doing? Yep. Well, it does run better.
But not better
I wouldn't
enough.
say it runs good. It's actually smashed so into the fucking barrel that there's nothing keeping it on now.
Holy.
It's just, it's impacted that hard. You see, is that the last round? That was the last round. My favorite part about this gun is that even if you use the 10-rounders that it actually likes, you have to drop them, pull on the sides because the little finger groove, that convenient little finger groove is completely blocked by the trigger guard. Thank you, Zip 22, very cool. Are you worried about your information being leaked and getting doxxed and harassed? If not, you should be. Sounds like a threat. Cut. No, for real. Today we're gonna talk about, I did the thing. Today we're talking about delete.
Fat electrician jump scare, great.
Delete me using data at the tail end of last.
We will
Answering
jump
this
ahead.
video. Back to the video. ADD break.
Oh.
I almost slung that at your face. My finger slipped. You could probably see it in the video. All right, so we know this. Thank you to Delete Me for sponsoring this video. Back to the video. ADD break. I almost slung sponsoring this video. Back to the video.
One more
ADD
time.
break.
Ah.
I almost slung that at your face. My finger slipped. You could probably see it in the video.
No.
All right, so we know the Zip 22 is pretty much ass at, doing
Everything.
gun things. But at least it has stopping power on its side as a plus. So prepare to be amazed by the devastation wrought by 22 long rifle. Hey, it actually fed. Who up zipping they 22 in 3, 2, 1.
It will miss. Oh, it didn't. Eh. Whatever.
Oh.
What happened?
Yeah.
Wait.
Now, where did this thing crawl out of? Well, this was actually developed by a company called USFA in 2013, I believe, is when they released it. Have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Because the unfortunate part about it is that USFA was actually known, they had a pretty good reputation for making good quality Colt single-action army replicas. They made great reproduction pistols, But then they had the idea for the Zip 22. Now, of course, there's a lot of polymer on this gun, and polymer injection molding is very expensive. So they decided to sell all of their tooling and equipment that they were using to build the Colt single action armies in order to buy the tooling to produce the Zip 22.
Perhaps the worst trade deal ever made.
Not perhaps, it is the worst deal you can ever make.
Pistol was received about as well as a morbidly obese cheerleader, and the company went out of business around 2017. Meaning these are a relic of a bygone era. Thank God.
Oh no! No! I'm ruined!
I personally don't know how the fuck this left blueprints. I mean, anybody can just tell that this thing was a bad idea from day one. You wouldn't have even had to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology at sdi.edu using the link in the description.
Classic
You just
Brandon.
kind of know. The Zip 22 is so bad, I would rather use an actual zip gun.
What the hell is it?
I mean, shit, at least it worked. Also, any excuse I can get to pull this baby out, the Ted Kaczynski pistol, if you haven't seen that episode. Which not only did we do a YouTube video on this thing, but we also did an episode on Pepperbox, an episode of The Boys in the Garage, where we did an in-depth deep dive on basically how this gun was made, how we were able to replicate it. Speaking of edgy shit on Pepperbox, we just did another episode on The Boys in the Garage, where we basically did an entire guide on how to properly convert an AK to full auto. A lot of bootlickers were very upset about that. Oh, Brandon, this is illegal. You can't do this. For one, I'm a licensed manufacturer. I absolutely can do that. Nothing in that video is illegal. Two, it's not illegal to share information. Never will be. That's what the First Amendment is. And if you don't like that, that's why I've got the fucking second. But hey, I think it's cool for a lot of people who don't get hands-on time with a full auto AK trigger group and maybe don't understand how it works but would like to. But B, it's a guide I wish I had when I first got my license and I was first starting to convert AKs. So if you're a licensed dealer who would like to figure out how to convert your own stuff, or you're just curious, check it out on Pepperbox. Link will be in the description. I've even seen that they developed a stock for this thing.
What the hell? What? This is some Halo bullshit.
Which has a neat feature that the gun can swivel for tighter storage. By the looks of it, like 1.5 inches tighter, which is a lot depending on who you ask. But in order to swivel it to be slightly more compact, the gun is now directly facing the shooter, which is just fucking par for the course. The gun can
Wait,
swivel
what?
for tighter storage. By the looks of it, like 1.5 inches tighter, which is a lot depending on who you ask. But in order to swivel it to be slightly more compact, the gun is now directly facing the shooter, which is just fucking par for the course. The one configuration I've seen for this that actually makes, I'm not even gonna say it makes sense, it makes the most sense, is when they attach it kind of like a master key on the bottom of an actually good rifle.
Seriously?
Not sure when you would need 10 rounds of 22 LR while you are aiming a SCAR 16, but hey, you never know. What I do know though is I think this makes it an SBR because you have a short barrel pistol that you have now attached to a stock, potentially creating the gayest felony since being gay was a felony. All right, Jake, you're taking your wife out on a date on the lovely south side of Chicago when a miscreant comes up to you and threatens you with a knife. The only thing you have to defend yourself is your wits and this Zip 22 loaded with 10 rounds. Possibly more effective.
Well, first of all, I don't
please.
even know if it's racked.
Right. So how would you go about charging that gun?
Well, I would look for a charging handle somewhere or some way to charge it. I tried here, right? And I tried this, but obviously it's not there. That's obviously your mag drop.
What if I told you it has a really cool feature where you have to basically put your hand in front of the barrel to charge it? Yeah,
Why?
because they thought of everything.
This is the charging handle?
Yep, you've got a re-rack here, or excuse me, the Zip Restrike, as it's labeled. The Zip trademark Restrike. And then, oh, yeah, they're really proud of this.
Why are they different lengths?
It's an excellent question with a very funny answer. This is the charging handle that you load it from. Here, I'm gonna clear this real quick. This is the one that you load it from, and this one is the Restrike, and that's because it goes back just far enough for you to reset the trigger because they're anticipating you having malfunctions and needing to reset the striker.
No.
Yeah, they this one they really did. At least they knew their product.
We'll just put a shorter, another handle on it.
They thought of everything.
Where did you find this fucking thing?
This is kind of like an internet meme.
Okay.
As far as like shitty guns. And you know what the most insulting part about it is?
What?
I think I paid like $500 for it. Because like I think the MSRP when they came out was like $200, $250. But they're like,
Now they're sought after.
Yeah, just
Right.
because of how bad they are.
Right.
Seriously, 500 for this piece of plastic? It doesn't even worth $200. I'm sorry, but it wasn't worth even 200, not even $100. They were supposed to sold it at a 50 at least for how bad that shit is.
This one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look at that. Why is my finger right there? I hate that so much. Where's the...
Yeah, the trigger's that bad.
I keep hitting another poundage wall. And then another one. And then... There it is. Okay. Well, I have a very bad jam.
You shot him to... Wow, that is actually
Look at the
really
the
bad.
shells backwards. Brandon, I'm dead.
What?
You're well.
Send for help.
You, I'm not coming to the south side. What the fuck are you talking about? So now, in the heat of what is clearly a...
Now a hostage situation.
Yeah, they have your wife now. Now, you have to... Oh, holy shit. This is actually jammed against the magazine. So the magazine doesn't want to come out. All right.
There you go.
Now we're able to get it in.
Thank God.
You have been stabbed so far 937 times.
All right, let's see how accurate it is. I haven't even thought about accuracy yet. Did you see where that went?
Yeah, hit right on the tip of the black.
Okay.
There on the left side of the black.
Oh, so not that bad.
Let's see where this next one goes.
Yeah.
I can
Hold
see.
it right there. Literally don't move. Okay,
right.
yeah.
A little
Well.
more left.
From 15 yards, it shoots decently straight when it shoots, which is nice.
That last one sounded funky. So overall thoughts.
It's hilarious. I can't believe somebody made it unironically. The charging handle is really what gets me. And then, of course, the fact that it doesn't have an appropriate place to actually put your hand for a grip. I feel like it was made to stuff into a pair of gym shorts and kind of just leave it at that. It's definitely one for the collection. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, this one's definitely getting an honorable spot next to the Kalashnikov and the pocket AK pistol, the little fucking Derringer.
Yep.
You want to see something that I just noticed? And I'm scared of? Yep.
It's polymer.
The bolt is polymer.
What? Polymer bolt?
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's to get through metal detectors.
Are you serious?
Dude.
I got nothing. Whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, the Zip 22. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown of this gun. I, for one, find this pistol incredibly inspirational. Because if I'm ever having a bad day or I feel down on myself or like I'm not doing enough or things just aren't working out, I like to think that at least I didn't fucking design that thing. And then I feel a teeny bit better. But I appreciate you guys for following along. I appreciate
I would be happy too, to be honest.
you for being subscribed to the channel. More stuff coming next week, but I appreciate you guys staying on.
At least I wasn't responsible for destroying the entire legacy of a big company. Because that would be a fucking just in the mouth. Really. So that's better.
All the way to the end. And as always, I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers when there's less fucking wind. Jesus Christ.
This noise is so loud.
The hills are alive.
This is the spring.
Scratching my face with a gun. Prepare to be amazed.
I'm scratching my face with everything, even my phone. Wait, what?
Prepare to be. Scratching my face with a gun. Prepare to be amazed. And prepare to be amazed.
Okay. This was a bank of a video by Herrera. Please go watch the original. It was awesome.